Hello and welcome to a new edition of Catching Up with the Backs. Pleased to be joined today by Silverback forward Zach Dubinsky. Zach, how's it going?
Good. Happy to be back on the ice and playing again. So, yeah.
Awesome. First off, let's just start with where did you grow up and who introduced you to the game of hockey?
I grew up in the Chicagoland area, about 25 minutes north of the city, and my dad definitely got me into the game of hockey. He played in the NHL and college too, and it definitely helped me become the player I am today.
So what's that like? What's it like to have a father who played at the highest level and to teach you the game?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, he watches my games and lets me know little things that I think that some people might not see, and he's definitely a huge help in the development of my hockey.
Now, so take me through kind of your minor hockey. Who you played for in the ranks? What were the teams?
Yeah, so I played AAA for Chicago Mission for probably about 10 years, all the way from mites to midgets, and then played in the USHL for 2 years, and then college last year.
So with the Chicago Mission, do you have any memories or fondest things that stand out from your time playing for that program?
Yeah, we had a really good team. We were probably the number one country in the year for most of the years that I was there. We made it to the national championship 1 year, and unfortunately we lost in double overtime in the finals. But it was a great program to develop in, and they've helped me a ton.
Going back to your dad just for a second, did he ever coach you?
Yeah, he coached me. He coached me quite a bit actually. He was never really our head coach, okay. But he always helped out with the forwards and stuff. So yeah.
And to play on a team that's that much attention and that good in the rankings, what was it like?
It was kind of fun actually. You kind of play with all the confidence when you're that age, and it kind of I think sets you up to be successful later on.
Awesome. Now you talked about the USHL. So the Lincoln Stars. Can you talk about your first year there in the USHL? What that was like?
Yeah, it was a tough adjustment. Coming from U16. It was definitely difficult starting out, but I think as I became more comfortable with the league, it was good. I think my style of play really fit in that league well. So
can you describe then how your style of play?
Yeah.
How do you like to play?
Yeah, I think I'm a defensive kind of forward. I think I'm responsible on both ends of the puck, but I think I have a good offensive skill set too that I use. So.
Now, going into year 2 with the Stars, it was a shortened season for you. Can you talk about the difficulties of going through a long-term injury?
Yeah, I've had a couple shoulder problems, but I think I backed myself up well that year and came back toward the end. It was definitely difficult to just be watching, but I think it's just going to make me stronger as a person going along.
Yeah, you won the Team Chad Johnson Award for kind of perseverance. So what did that mean to you to get recognized for coming back?
Yeah, it was definitely special. I think it kind of recognized all my hard work of coming back. Even it was probably about 2 months earlier than I was expected to come back from surgery. So it was kind of a big deal for me.
How do you think you were able to do that? That's a long time before to come back early, and as you mentioned, obviously it's tough. It's tough to stay positive. How do you think? What helped?
I think just determination, kind of having gone through it before, a few years before. I think I knew like everything I had to do with physical therapy and stuff like that, and doing it more than I was supposed to. And I think definitely that helped me come back sooner than I needed to.
Can you talk me through how RPI? How did that happen? The scholarship.
It was my first year in Lincoln. We were talking toward the beginning of the year, and then. Kind of as the season went on, I think it was February I went on my visit, and then I came back home and I committed 2 days later. I really fell in love with the program and everything that they stood for. So.
And how was your first year there?
It was good. It was the confidence I had, I think, at the beginning of the year helped me throughout the entire season. The coaching staff really made sure I knew that why I was there, and they gave me some confidence, and I think that helped me through the entire season.
Now, the decision, of course, it was a very weird year, and it continues to be, but the decision to come to Salmon Arm, can you talk about what influenced that decision?
Yeah, my coach definitely, he reached out to the coaches here and the GM, and I think that it was a really good fit for me, and to have the opportunity to play with the great players here, I think it was great.
Now, there is a senior last year at RPI, Chase Zeke, who played here. What did he tell you about his time?
Yeah, actually, right when I found out that this was an option of me coming here, I texted him and I asked him what he thought of it, and he said he loved it. He had a great time here, and we're close, and I definitely trust his opinion.
How's it been so far? What stands out?
I think just the dedication of the coaching staff and helping the players and doing video every single day and staying on after practice and before to help guys out, I think it's awesome.
How the Okanagan Cup? We know it's an exhibition tournament, but what do you think so far? I know you've only got in a couple of games, but what do you think the skill level is at?
I think it's pretty good. I think it's a different style of hockey than college, but I think it's a great league, and there's a bunch of very skilled guys that we played against last weekend, and I think it's really good.
When you look at the guys around the room and the forward group in particular, is there anything? It seems that there's quite a bit of depth, and kind of anyone on any line can stand up, can step up. Would you agree with that, or what do you think when you look around at the forward?
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think there's a lot of skill and depth, and not everybody can play every night, and that's just how junior hockey works, and as when you get older, but anybody could step in and make a difference 100% every night.
Now, coming back from the college game here to junior, is there anything that surprised you with the quality of play?
I think just the skill level. I think the skill level really isn't that much different than college. I think it's just as guys are just older playing against 25-year-olds. I think in college it's just different than playing against kids that are 18, 19. But overall, I think the skill level is great. You mentioned the coaching staff and how they go over video every day and stuff. What stands out? Is there anything else with what it's like to play for these guys? I think they're just positive. I like to play for a positive coach. The coach at RPI is very positive as well. And I think that positivity spreads throughout the locker room and creates a great culture. Awesome. We're going to get into the rapid fire. Are you ready for these questions? Yep. Okay. What's your nickname on the team? Doobie. What you wear 16. What would be your top choice for jersey number and why? 14. Last year I was number 14. I used to be 24 before, but I switched to 14 last year because I was a senior. I had 24, but I thought, I don't know, I like it. It's my birthday number, so. Nice. Do you have a go-to shootout move? Just shooting. Yeah, I'd probably just shoot. Okay. Yeah. Favorite NHL team? Blackhawks. And favorite NHL player? Patrick Kane. Just going off of that quickly, we'll go away from the rapid fire. Chicago, it seems to be a crazy hockey city. Yep. Growing up there and seeing those good Hawks teams, what was that like? Like the city must really be in love with it. Well, yeah, growing up when I was younger, they weren't very good till probably about 2008 or 2009. But it's crazy to see the transformation from where they were before. I mean, they're opening rinks every year, and it's definitely becoming a huge hockey hotbed there. Awesome. Okay, back to the rapid fire. Your favorite non-hockey pro sports team? Chicago Bears. Okay. Your favorite non-hockey pro athlete? Tiger Woods. Your favorite sport to play other than hockey? Golf. So did you golf a lot this summer then? Well, I was battling a shoulder, coming back from a shoulder problem, but when I started to be able to, 100%. Is there a TV show that you've recently binged? There's a few of them. But, give Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. Okay. Yeah. Where does that rank on your all-time show list? That might be number one. Okay. Yeah, one of the top two probably. Okay. Favorite movie? Favorite movie. Or one that you've one that you've watched recently. Dark Knight. Go with that. Favorite video game? Fortnite. Is there a food that you can't live without? Probably sushi. Okay. Yeah. Favorite ice cream flavor? Chocolate. Keeping it basic, yeah. Music genre, what's your go-to? Either country or rap. Either one. I listen to both of those. So. Do you have a favorite rapper or country musician? Or a few names? Luke Combs. How about that? Pre-game then, music-wise, is there anything that you're listening to specifically? Before games, I'll usually do rap. Yeah. Is there a music genre that you can't stand, that you hate? Probably classical music.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Do you have a celebrity crush?
Jennifer Aniston.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Who's the best chirper on the Silverbacks?
Probably Shawzy.
Okay, we get that one a lot.
Yeah. I bet you do.
Is there a big jokester or prankster on the team who likes to joke around?
Haven't been around him that much,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Benny, I think he gets the guys going a little bit. So.
Okay. Is there someone who's really quiet in the room?
Borgo is pretty quiet. Yeah.
What's the best place you've ever visited on vacation, and when was that?
Probably the coolest place is I went to Iceland for a hockey tournament, and
Wow.
I think it was 2009 or 2010. That was an awesome experience.
Okay, quickly on that. I'm assuming international teams from all over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what was that like?
Oh, it was crazy. It was like kind of like a training camp in Iceland, and then we went to Finland to play. But we had some games in Iceland. We played like a couple years up because I don't think the level is great there. But
Yeah.
it was an awesome experience. It's the only time I've ever been to Europe. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
Lastly here, is there anything on your bucket list? One thing that comes to mind that you want to check off?
I'd love to go golfing in Scotland. I think my family's we wanted to go for a while, but we've never really had the opportunity to. But so maybe this summer we're going to take the trip.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us and catching up with the Backs.
Thank you.